stop, don't stop, don't stop, DASEFX with the real hip hop.
What's up, world?
What's up?
My name's Krissy, and I am chilling here with the one and only Scoop and Dre from DASEFX.
The world's famous one and only.
Really chill.
We are here in Boston before their show at Harper's Ferry. And I'm going to ask them a couple of questions so you can get to know them better. So tell me, the first thing I want to know is, how did you two meet? Because you guys seem like complete polar opposites.
Word.
So who wants to answer first? Who goes first here? Let's go, Scoob.
All right, cool. Well, we met at Virginia State back in the day. We both went there. I'm from Brooklyn. Dre from Jersey. And, we had mutual friends. And somehow or another, the mutual friends found out that he rhymed and I rhymed. And just going to like little social events, little parties and all that, we got together and figured out we both rhyme. Was like, okay, let's ride. Let's ride.
Take the hip hop world over? Nah, I ain't got nothing else to do. Sure, I'll take the hip hop world over if only if you want to take it over. So that's how we did it.
Where did you come up with the name DASEFX?
DASEFX is a acronym. Not Akron, Ohio. It's an acronym in Ohio. It stands for Dre and Scoob. Very simple, world. Very simple. DAS, D-A-S, Dre and Scoob. Effects. We're in effect, man. You know? The effects, long story, but we won't go into that, but that's what it means. Dre and Scoob.
No, I want the long story. What's the long story? Make the long story.
Long story is when we were younger, we used to go into the studio when we were recording our songs, and we liked echoes and reverbs. We wanted our vocals wet. You know, we didn't want them dry. So in one particular session, one of the engineers we were working on was like, "Oh, you guys like a lot of effects on your vocals," and we were like, "Oh yeah." And just that stuck with us, and when we were thinking of a name, this was during our demo stages. And we just thought, that would be hot. DASEFX. We didn't grow up on my gun is bigger than your gun. That's never been what we wanted to do or say. What we wanted to do and say was, we came from, my rhymes are just as dope or doper than your rhymes. We came from the braggadocious MCs era. You know what I mean? Where it was fun hip hop. Not silly, stupid hip hop, but just fun hip hop where, you would want to say, did you just hear what he said?
So how did you guys meet up with EPMD, and what effect did they have on your career?
While we were in Virginia, those dudes, they were on probably like their third or fourth album, and they were doing like a promotional tour, so they were just coming through doing like little club runs and all that. So one of the clubs they happened to come through in Virginia, they were hosting a rap contest. And we just heard about it, like, out the blue, like, just one time, like, did you hear that on the radio? You know what I mean? Like, we bugging out because we trying to get on. And we like, we was big fans of EPMD. So we like, I don't know, I think I heard that on the radio. If you heard it, you know what I mean? If you heard it, I heard it, definitely, you know what I mean? So we figured out that they were there, they were like maybe 30 minutes away from where we were going to school at. So we gathered our little team up. We was trying to find a DJ and all that. We had just recorded a demo. So it was like all our stars were in line, you know what I mean? So went down there, and it just so happened that this chick that we knew from State, she knew Eric. You know what I mean? So that was kind of an end, but that was later on, you know what I mean? We did the show, performed. It was chaotic in there. It was crazy. But we lost, though. We lost the contest. That's what it is. But, after the end of the contest, one of the dudes from EPMD approached us, was like, I kind of felt y'all, man. So, let's go in the back and talk. And when we went back there, that's when we figured out that Shorty knew Eric. Like, we could have been in the door. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but that's the way we met, though.
I mean, are you guys working on a new album? I mean, what are you working on?
Yep. We've been working on an album for about a year now, and it's going slower than we'd hoped it to be going and anticipated. But with me being where I am and school being where he is, and you know, it's just hard to get in the studio at the same time. It's hard to find the right tracks.
Yeah,
You know, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. So we're finding that this album that we want to put out yesterday, it's just it's going through some things because we want to put out a hold it down type of album. We want to put out a boom bap album. We want to put out a tri-state album. We want to put out an album that's gonna make Uptown want to play it, make Brooklyn want to play it, make Queens want to play it, make Europe want to play it. So with the tracks that are out there, no, I'm not trying to pick on any producers, but it's kind of hard to find what Das is looking for. We don't want, we would like a beat with a good sample in it to be like, oh my God, you remember this sample? When's the last time you heard a beat on the radio with a sample that had to be cleared, or let alone, you knew the sample? So I don't have no problems with the beats that are being made today, but they're not Das beats, if you feel what I'm saying. So that kind of, it's going to be tricky.
What was it like? What does it feel like having some of the greatest songs in hip hop history? Like, what does that really feel like?
Yo, it feels good because, when you go to do a show, it should be a good show. All you really got to do, have some energy up there, have a good time, make sure the crowd has a good time, interact with the people, and it's all gravy. It's a big difference between going up there as, an upstart and like, oh no, are they gonna feel what I did in the studio last night, as opposed to having songs that already have a history. You know what I mean?
Tell me about your record label. You hear a lot about record labels and how they do people wrong, and how labels are shysty and this and that. Tell me about your experience with your record label. What was your experience?
It was a little, it was the good and the bad. We got jerked, but at the same time, we got paid too. You know what I mean? It's a learning experience. You have your own creative ideas, and they have their staff, and there's a lot of friction going on back and forth. And it's just a lot of hands in the cookie jar. So at some point, you just gotta. I would say the best thing, in my experience, is to have somebody on your team. Well, first of all, have a team. Let's start there. You know what I mean? And have somebody on your team that can relay your ideas to the label.
Somebody that they respect.
That they could talk to, because you might have a hothead. You might have someone that's too laid back, but, you need to have that dude that's aggressive, but, like, he's aggressive in the way that he gets his point across, and they're respected, like you said. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
The music industry in general is like a roller coaster ride. It's up, it's down, it's in, it's out, it's fast, it's slow. Some people might fall off the ride, lose a leg, lose their life. It's one of those things.
For my final question, what would you give advice to someone, a young person coming up, aspiring MC, aspiring musician, a word of advice to them coming up, something you've learned along the way? Scoop?
Yo, man, just wake up early, go hard. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Try to, connect, rub elbows with as many people as you can that's associated with whatever you're trying to get into. And just go hard, man. Don't give up.
Marry an R&B chick.
A rich one at that.
If you can, get with a CEO.
Get with a
Marry a CEO of a company. Really, what can I tell you, kids? You know what I'm saying? This is a hard game. It's not, if you ain't built for it, you definitely, you know what I mean? And just good luck. That's all I can tell them. I can't tell them write dope rhymes, because that's not necessarily going to help. I can't tell you get with a good label. That's not necessarily going to help. I can just tell you good luck. You know what I'm saying?
DASEFX, Scoob, and Dre. Yeah. What's up?
Peace to all our fans out there. We love y'all. Thank you for sticking with us. It's been 6 years since the last album. We coming sometime in 2009. Pray on it.
Yeah. 100.
To the hip, the hop, you don't stop.